Hey, hope you're enjoying your Wednesday afternoon. I'm 9 News Meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a look at your Colorado weather forecast. And today, well, you've got some nice, warm, dry weather. I'm looking outside here at our studios at Spear and Logan. Things looking very nice on this Wednesday. Now, as we look ahead to Thursday and Friday, we'll see a bit more action, especially in the mountains. And then this weekend and next week, that's when things turn probably a bit more active for us here along the Front Range. Though at this point, not looking at anything too major, but certainly some changes and much more mid-November-like weather in store for next week, and that could include Thanksgiving, by the way. We'll have a look here at Fort Collins. A lot of folks enjoying some of that nice weather, nice mid-November weather. Temperatures well into the 60s at this hour along the entire I-25 urban corridor into the high country. Look at that, some of those early season skiers. Ooh, that looks fun. Getting some of that first bit of snow up there in the high country. They've had two good storms. Problem is, we only had those two storms. That's basically been it. Could get a bit more snow here in the Loveland ski area tomorrow, especially tomorrow morning. But I don't think we're looking at much more than, say, maybe 1 to 2 inches, maybe 3 if we get lucky. But for us here in Denver tomorrow, it does look like we'll see some afternoon cloud cover. That's certainly in store, and the potential is there for a rain shower north of town. But I think in town we will stay dry for tomorrow. So for today, still warm and dry. Mountain snow for tomorrow. Big cool down ahead for Sunday and Monday. AC Doppler radar is quiet right now here across state, just some mountain wave clouds. But then you look off to our south and west, that's our next storm system spinning its way in our direction. This will affect us for early tomorrow in the high country, and in the Denver area, maybe some cloud cover for tomorrow morning accompanying that next system. But by tomorrow morning, it's going to be snowing pretty heavily at times there in the high country. So if you're joining us and you're planning on driving, say, Highway 50, certainly I-70, Highway 40 here into the high country, it does look like tomorrow morning around sunrise, we're going to see a burst of some heavier snowfall move its way through the all those main passes and roadways. That means Vail Pass, I think Monarch Pass, and McClure Pass. So this would be the West Elks, as well as on up into the Flat Tops and even getting into the Swatch Ranges. Those will be the ones most affected by this next storm, and I think that snow will be mainly above 8,000 feet in elevation, but that'll include certainly all the passes where things are looking a bit slippery for tomorrow. Temperatures right now 60s, 70s eastern plains, 50s for the most part into the high country, and temperatures about the same as they were this time yesterday, maybe a tad cooler on the eastern plains thanks to some of that mountain wave cloud cover. For tonight, temperatures drop back into the upper 30s, mostly clear and cool for us, and tomorrow temperatures once again in the upper 60s. Mountain snow, some late showers possible north of Denver, but we probably stay dry here along the I-70 corridor in the eastern plains. Highs tomorrow 60s, 70s eastern plains, 40s and 50s into the high country. So there's that next storm taking shape, and by tomorrow we'll have some of that rain and snow move its way into the high country. So again, I'm going to kind of slow this down for you tomorrow morning. Notice that snow will be moving its way through the high country, and then snow kind of gradually slows down. And then for the Denver area, especially north and east of town, could get a few raindrops up by, say, Weld, Morgan, and Logan counties tomorrow afternoon, Phillips and Sedgwick counties as well. That's where you have the best chance at seeing some of those rain showers tomorrow between about, say, 1 and 6 p.m. Again, most of you will stay dry, and even if you did get some of those rain showers, it looks like a pretty dry day at the surface, which means that that rain's going to have a tough time reaching the surface. So overall, a low impact of that, even in some of those areas like Greeley, for example. You might see that rain shower over Greeley tomorrow at 1 p.m. Even if that did happen, that just doesn't look all that significant. What could be a bit more notable tomorrow will be the winds in the foothills, especially tomorrow morning. It looks pretty windy. And then southeast Colorado, notice those winds pick up tomorrow afternoon. That will probably elevate our fire danger. So watch out for some gusty winds and some elevated fire danger concerns tomorrow. Any fire that could spread pretty quickly. So just avoid outdoor burning. Tomorrow, not a good day for that. But into the foothills, notice those winds. They'll be pretty strong at times. 50, 60 mile an hour gusts possible for us tomorrow morning. Those winds should relax during the afternoon and into the early evening. Now, snowfall amounts, I mentioned this is just not that significant looking of a snowstorm. It looks like a quick burst of snow tomorrow morning, and that's pretty much it. So 1 to 3 inches, maybe some parts of the parks and the Elkhead Mountains within the Park Mountains in northern Colorado. This would be kind of this would be west of the Yampa Valley, along the Yampa River there in northwest Colorado. That's where you have the best chance of seeing some of those highest snowfall totals, 3, 4, 5 inches possible in some of those areas above 10,000 feet. 7-day forecast. Aside from that, It looks to stay dry for Friday and Saturday. And then by Sunday, that's when our next more significant storm system arrives. Right now, it looks like some rain to some snow, but it doesn't look that significant. It could get a slushy inch or so out of this system if that happens. I wouldn't be surprised we just don't end up with any accumulation, just a little bit of rain, maybe a brief period of some mix on Monday morning, and then it'll warm back up for Tuesday, Wednesday. But then for the end of next week, it does look like it'll get active, and that could include Thanksgiving. So cool down next week. Sharp cold front Sunday. That'll bring us much colder temperatures. Could impact the Broncos game on Sunday night, which, by the way, you can watch that game right here on 9 News. Then light rain and snow Sunday into Monday. And then another system looking likely for the end of next week. And that one could have a bit more gumption to it. But you know what here, folks? Not seeing anything too significant on the horizon at this point. So top line takeaways. Right now, it looks like it stays dry and warm for the Denver area for today and tomorrow. For tomorrow, we will see some notable winds for us in eastern Colorado into the high country. Some snow, especially tomorrow morning. And then come Friday, Saturday, really very nice days. And then by Sunday and Monday, another cold front, rain and snow possible for Sunday night into Monday morning. Not looking like a big deal. And then for the end of next week, we could be dealing with another storm system that could be a little bit stronger, but at this point, not looking all that significant. But of course, we'll keep you posted with the very latest on all of that. Chief Meteorologist Kathy Seaman will have more for you coming up at 9 News at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 on the 9 News Family Networks. Once again, I'm 9 News Meteorologist Chris Bianchi. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Plus. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.